at Mafia Island.
Is there a supermarket here? Yeah, there is. Cool.
Cassius has finally made it to the African continent. We've crossed the Indian Ocean. From here we're going to turn around and start sailing south all the way to South Africa. We will try and make a few stops along the way to pick up supplies and provisions and just to see what's around. Our first stop is Tanga Harbour. It's not much really to it. It's not a touristy place. It's a big port, big shipping port. It is renowned for its yacht club. It's the safest place in Tanzania to leave your boat if you venture inland to national parks. We're not going to national parks this trip because we're running out of time. But what's on my agenda is to find a fresh produce market, pick up some fruit and veg, and try and do some laundry. We'll see what Richard is up to. What are your plans for Tanga, Richard?
I'm trying to get gas filled and I'm trying to get some diesel. So I've met Arthur here at the yacht club. He's been here for quite a while, and he's just telling us that there is no gas. Well, they don't in fact fill these particular gas bottles here. However, there is some dude here who does have one of the fittings, so we can just, I'm not sure what they call, like decanter, move one gas from a gas bottle to another gas bottle with different fittings.
This little beauty here?
Yeah, all the way from Indonesia.
You know when you're in Africa, when you're just randomly strolling down the street, and you see a triplet baobab.
Hey Jen, how funny is that? We're all cruising around Madagascar looking for the baobab. We've got a baobab valley. And we just come into Tanga bloody port and there's one sitting right there.
Oh, look at the size of it. Yeah. Monster.
Over in Tanzania. Hey mate, you going to the market? Market? Yeah, thanks bro. Hey, do some washing and diesel. Hey man. Thank you. Thanks man.
Thank you. What was the market, did you say?
This way. So he's pointing this way, Jen?
So everything is closed between 1 and 3 here.
1 and 3, that's right, Jen.
Lunch break.
So it's closed 1 and 3. So the place to get food is at the food court. Really? So you get food at the food courts, and there's SD supermarket, ask about the gas. And it's down this way, I'd say. Just having a feed of corn curry in Food Palace. It's actually really nice.
Is he reading the local newspaper?
Reading the local rag. Get these potatoes, for 1,000 shilling a kilo.
Our quest for a laundromat led us all the way to the very outskirts of Tanga town. We still did not succeed. So having spent a lovely night at the yacht club over a few beers, the following morning we set sail for Dar es Salam. Snorkelers, yeah, so we're actually motoring because there's not a great deal of wind, and all of a sudden we see a person's head popping up, and it's 13 to 15 meters of depth, and it's not a touristy place, so we're not really expecting any people. But what they're doing, they're checking their lobster traps and fishing traps.
So what they're doing is they're actually swimming around with a buoy hanging off them, swimming around, checking out for, or snorkeling for lobster. And they just keep popping up and scaring the hell out of me.
It's very hard.
Right there, look.
It's very hard to see them because they stay underwater for ages.
Yeah. So here he comes now.
Are you?
So as Jenya was explaining, I'm just keep avoiding these snorkelers who just pop up out of the middle of nowhere. So you've got to have your wits about you. They're everywhere. I've passed 4 of them so far. Yes, we're at 15 metres of depth, but they go there for about 2 or 3 minutes and they pop up again, and they could come under our propellers, and that's really damn scary. So there's another one there too.
Our second stop is Dar Es Salam. We pulled up at the yacht club here just then. Dar es Salaam used to be a capital of Tanzania, but a few years ago they moved the capital to a city of Dodoma right in the middle of the country. So now Dar es Salaam is just the biggest city in Tanzania and a very busy commercial port. We've got a few things to do here, so Rich, what's on our agenda?
Our hard drive has actually died and we can't produce any of our movies, our programs for YouTube, so we're going to try and get that fixed here. We also need gas. We've been trying for a long time to try and get some gas to have our cylinders refilled. Hopefully, fingers crossed that they refill the gas bottles here. And we're going to get some fuel and we're going to get some diesel as well. So there's a fair few things that we've got, we've got to do here. Well, take it away. I'll just drive us out of here. It's a fairly decent club called DYC. It's an anchorage you've got to pay for, but it is a really well-appointed yacht club.
Very
busy place. They have their own taxi service that takes you out to your boat, as opposed to bringing the dinghy in. If you bring the dinghy in, they help you bring it up the ramp and keep it aside for you. Full security, even the front gate's fully secured. And they've got kayaking rental here, they've got subboard rental, they've got diving, they've got all sorts of stuff, all different activities, plus a lot of angling.
However, we heard from a few sources that it is very, very expensive. And we didn't really budget for that, so we're only here for a couple of days, so let's hope we can fly under the radar.
Yeah, well, we actually just snuck in though, didn't we? But we're going to quickly run into town because we want to get some provisions, maybe get some ice cold beer for tonight. How's that sound, Jen?
That's good.
Oh, it smells great too, barbecue. Garni.
Everyone is trying to sell something. The whole city is just one big market.
Well, we wish someone would sell us a hard drive or data recovery, because what have we been doing, Jenya?
We have been trying to fix our Seagate hard drive that has all our videos on it. And
Talk louder.
we can't fix it. That's it. We need to order a replacement part from Seagate, and then hopefully we can do data recovery, but we can't do it until we're in South Africa or Australia most likely. So we gave up. And now we're just wandering around Dar es Salaam and see if we can find a souvenir shop so we can get a sticker, Tanzania sticker and calendar.
Okay, get your gas. So we've got issues with the hard drive now, we've got issues with the gas. So Jenya and I have that much gas in one little bottle, about 2 kilos, and we've got another month or thereabouts to get down to South Africa. So I've got to try and get one of these gas bottles filled, and because we have different connections, every country has a different connection, we're trying to do what they using one gas bottle, tipping it upside down and bleeding it back into one of our bottles.
Still no luck with the hard drive and no luck with the gas bottle. But what can you do? Fill up your water tanks, fill up your diesel tanks and get going. We're at Mafia Island. Now our next stop is Mafia Island. We've actually been sitting here for a couple of days now, but the weather was so bad we couldn't leave the boat. And now it looks like the showers have cleared for a bit. Wow.
You can see right down there, it's
Doesn't
still
look
got a storm
very
around
good,
us.
but at least it's not as windy and rainy as it was yesterday, so we're gonna take kayaks on shore.
Okay.
Lots of bananas, man. Restaurant Eccles, that.
You think it's a restaurant?
Oh, yeah, have a look. The ladies waiting to service. There's glasses with some water sitting there.
Mafia Island is often described as Zanzibar 30 years ago. It's Tanzania's laid-back, eco-alternative with only a few roads, a handful of hotels, no shops and certainly no ATMs that bring plenty of cash. The place has refreshingly few visitors and is certainly not geared for mainstream tourism.
It's very muddy after the rain.
That was
you
it.
and Donnie. So we just need to find a place to buy eggs and tomatoes, and we pretty much can get going.
The cow agrees too. All right, let's go get some fruit and veggie, eh?
All right. It's coming right here. Oh my god. Right ahead of us, Richard, but
The whale sharks, honey, the whale sharks.
What is also unique to Mafia Island are the whale sharks. We spotted several of these great creatures when we come into anchor.
the best part of Mafia Island is the marine park. And we stopped here for the night, and it's absolutely amazing. And we're so lucky just to be here alone, no people around. We will be concerned that they may charge us the fees, like they told us it's $250 or something like that, but no one ever approached us. So, way to go. Where's the reef, Richard?
There is none. Like we didn't pay our money yesterday, because we can't find the reef. But we did find this little outcrop of rocks here with some birds, and they're making these strange noises, like people are talking. Have a listen.
Sounds like monkeys squabbling.
Yeah. They don't... All talking. Okay, shall we start paddling out, Jen?
Sure.
Hey?
Let's go back.
Yeah, let's go back.
All the way to Cassius, like
All
2
right.
miles.
Yeah, about 2 miles. It's about 2 miles, yes. Shall we do it?
Tell us about this weird place,
Well,
Skipper.
Talk about tidal currents. So we've got this bay here that we stayed in last night, full of currents. Now the tide's running out at the moment,
And it's running out at about a rate of 4 or 5 knots.
yeah, 4 or 5 knots, and we've got the ocean swell coming in, so we're getting whirlpools everywhere. And if you see right beside us, look at those breakers. It is very turbulent here. This is something you don't want to go through. So what the fishermen are doing, there's 2 islands. So the fishermen are coming from this island here. They're going out all the way across here, outside the current, and then getting it thrown back into the other islands. So they're going this big arc.
So they're using the current.
They use the current, yeah.
This is very awesome.
What a mess.
Why would you net off the approach to the channel?
Channel, look at it all. I think this will come off. All right, I'm just going to get the boat hook, Tony.
We're in the border town of Mtwara, in the very south of Tanzania, just on the border with Mozambique. The reason we're here is we need to check out. We've done with Tanzania, that's our last stop. Get our stamps and our passports and clearance to go ahead to Mozambique. That's pretty much it, nothing else to do here. As you can tell.
The ghost town. Do you know, is there here a supermarket?
Supermarket.
Yeah. Is there a supermarket here?
Yeah.
There is.
Two.
Two. Can we go there first?
Yes.
Yeah.
After.
And then we go to Gapco.
Okay.
Yeah. And then after you take us to
Mikindoni.
Mikindoni.
Making that.
Yeah. So how much would this cost?
10,000.
Everything.
Yes. 10,000.
Everything.
Everything.
Yeah, everything.
Ah.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good.
It's cheap.
That's good. Come on, 10,000.
No, it's cheap.
How many days are we going for?
Probably 4 days. We stimulate the economies here. We always stimulate everybody else's economy.
We're only going to Mozambique, which is like 50 miles away. Just to make sure we don't go hungry or thirsty or without diesel. See you in Mozambique!